Hey, what's up guys? UrAvgWarGamer is back with another video of World of Warships, and today I'm going to be featuring a very special ship. It's a premium tier 8 aircraft carrier, Aquila, and it's an Italian one by the way. So the ship I feel is really interesting and special in World of Warships, and I will tell you exactly why. So it has only two armaments. It has AP rockets as well as it has torpedo bombers. So, you know, the torpedo bombers and rockets, well, that's it. But what is really special about Aquila? Well, the reason why I'm gonna talk about Aquila here is that, well, if you can able to see the speed of these torpedo bombers, well, it is probably almost as fast as Graf Zeppelin. Like, torpedo bombers are really fast, almost 220 knots. The torpedo speed are slow, but well, they have really decent damage. If I can show you, like, look at that, that is 10k damage. If I show you, that is 7,133,000 torpedo damage with this speed around 220 knots. And obviously these planes, even though they have the probably the lowest HP out of all carriers, especially at tier 8, well, the thing about this carrier is Aquila planes are ridiculously fast. Like, you can just come up to the target within no time. And I mean, if you can able to see, what I'm doing here is that usually you have 199 or like 202 knots of speed, but in attack run, what happens, Aquila has almost 220 knots of speed. So yeah, 10% gain of speed when in attack mode, and that is pretty interesting as well. So I usually do something like I just go towards the enemy ships in an attack run to get the extra speed and comes toward the target quickly. And if you can able to see, well, once the reticle gets narrowed down, well, the aim, just like FDR and you can also say Malta, well, it will never going to get loose. So you can just go and do that, like turn everywhere you can possibly able to, and you can able to clearly see that I did like crazy damage to that poor Graf spy. Did 6 torpedo hits, and now this Synop's definitely going to eat some torpedoes, which I did here. So after that, well, I'm gonna go and come up with these rockets. Now, as you can able to see, only 8 torpedoes and I almost did 45,000 damage. So damage output is pretty good. You can just go and keep dropping on a ship with torpedo bombers till it dies. Very low arming distance, even though the speed of the torpedo bombers or torpedoes itself are pretty low. Well, now we will come up to the rockets. Only 2 attack runs, but well, it has almost 90 to 100 millimeter of penetration, the armor penetration. So what that means is that usually around tier 6 to tier 8 you can able to Citadel cruisers. I'm not sure if I can able to Citadel Tallinn here. Let's see what happens. But you can clearly able to see, if you get Citadels, which you can see 3 Citadels and did like 10,000 damage, you can able to see rocket damage is 11,050, like 1150. And I mean, you can pump a lot of rockets with this, so that's pretty interesting thing about it. But only 2 attack runs unfortunately, so not a whole lot. Like, you can able to see did some damage and get 1 Citadel, and yeah, Tallinn definitely lost quite a bit of HP. So the rockets are pretty interesting as well. You can actually smash destroyers with the rockets as well, since these rockets are kind of works like sap. And you know, sap around angled ship does penetrate, like it has really good AP angles with AP rockets somehow. So what happens is, when you drop destroyers even angle, well, you're still going to get penetration hits. If I able to maybe showcase the destroyer thing here, then you will be able to see what I'm talking about. So you can actually penetrate destroyers with these planes, with these rockets, right? Obviously. So again, I'm doing the same thing, turning during the attack run and taking on a Graf spy. Graf spy is pretty low. I have to lead quite a bit because obviously these planes are really, you know, the torpedoes take quite a bit of time to go towards the target. But you can able to clearly see I did good damage here. So Aquila is definitely so much special. And obviously, even though the HP pool is not impressive, it could be very bad if you just not going to realize under heavy air cover fire it's gonna be a problem. But again, you can clearly see, if you're able to drop torpedo bombers well on an isolated target, you will get a lot of value out of Aquila. Again, I did one hit on the Sinop and got a flood. Also, the great thing about the Aquila is it has really good flood chance. Like, look at that, 10 torpedoes, and then I got 4 cause flooding, which is pretty decent. Like, it's almost 40% in, at least in this regard right now in the game. But flood chance is really good, so you will get most of the time a lot of floods, and that helps a lot in getting a lot of damage. In this case, obviously, that Sinop probably damage control the flood and now get in a permanent fire, formidable fires. So, and well, you can clearly see the heals of the Aquila does help in dealing good thing. Like you can able to clearly see that heal helps the Aquila so much, and I able to survive my planes. Even if the Dallas and Sinop A could be a bit of a problem, since these planes are really bad. Like, the plane's HP pool is super terrible. So you have to keep that in mind. But again, dropping Sinop, he's trying to get angle. So wanted to make sure that maybe I get one torpedo hit on him, and that would maybe cause a flood since he's going to take a torpedo from the stern. But I think I might miss the Sinop here. Oh, never mind. Did get a torpedo hit, but didn't get flood, which is unfortunate. Okay, okay. Oh my goodness, that is kind of unfortunate for the poor Sinop. He just eaten all 2 tops. I don't know why and how, but sure. So we almost got the sea flank cleared and got 2 kills, 82k damage, not too bad. I would say one thing though, that Aquila is not easy to play. It's actually very tough. I mean, even as me, as a very experienced CV player, have a lot of time figuring it out. That's what I want to say. That how to play this ship well, and you can clearly able to see that it's all about just dropping upon the targets fast and quick, which I'm very quickly doing that. Aquila planes are super fast that even the fighters didn't get tagged, and that helps a lot in getting another strike. Otherwise, it could be only one because of the fighter planes. And somehow I just managed to get incapacitation, which I think he disappeared. And if I get a flood here, that would be a permanent one. And that's the strength about the Aquila. Getting good torpedo damage, as well as you have a very good chance of getting flood. As well as it does have, let me show you here. It does have a lot of deck hangar capacity. If you can able to see, you have 20 planes on deck, which is really good. So you won't be having any issues. Even its restoration time is almost 64 seconds. Same with the case of AP rockets. Even hangar capacity of these AP rockets a lot higher. So I mean, if you try to use these rockets on even broadside battleship, you will get definitely a lot of penetrations. Which I mean, I'm not showcasing here like those AP rockets, but I can tell you one thing, that if you use those AP rockets well, you can able to get a lot of penetration hits on a battleship that is broadside. Now again, just like I did something to the Sinop, I'm trying to do the same thing. Isolated Scharnhorst, trying to drop him as fast as I can. Very quick, that plane taking off from my carrier towards the battleship that is probably across the map. So that's the best thing about this Aquila. Again, Scharnhorst got his engine permanent damaged, and that would help me to kill this poor Scharnhorst. He will die soon. And yep, that is the Scharnhorst dead. And there is, however, a destroyer on the B cap, which I am a bit concerned about, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna be showcasing the AP rockets to that destroyer or not. Well, anyways, you can clearly see I did 123k damage, which is really good. So there it is. Again, I'm gonna come up towards the North Carolina, which is actually on the A side, and let's see what happens. North Carolina does, however, have good A, but again, if you have heals, which in this case I managed to survive my plane, which is probably going to get shot down, but it did not. What happens is basically I can able to get torpedo hits on NC and have a second chance to strike. Look at that, almost 12,000 damage. Great result. And now even though the NC have a good AA, like don't have a heal, but still I possibly be able to get another strike, which is the great thing. Now I am coming up with torpedo bombers again. So got a flood, which is great. 2 drop hits, which is really good. So damage output is pretty good if you're able to find out isolated targets, and that is truly what is happening right now. And I think I'm gonna try to drop this poor guy in the smoke, and I'm not sure if it's gonna hit, because, well, if you try this on DDs, it's possibly not going to help a lot. There's no chance that you can able to do much about the DDs with the torpedo bomber. That's why you have AP rockets that are pretty effective, pretty effective. And now I'm coming up with the AP rockets again, because, well, I don't have a whole lot of torpedo bombers left. I have used up quite a lot there, like dropping on multiple targets. They probably have shot down some of my planes, so I have to wait to come back, you know, those torpedo bombers to come back into the carrier. So possibly going to showcase that how much I might be able to do damage to this North Carolina, and let's see what happens. Well, aligning it, the rocket reticle here like this, and obviously the machine gun time is actually pretty decent. Look at that, 9,320. Just like I said, you can absolutely smash battleships when getting a lot of penetration hits, which I did exactly that. But again and again, I will say that torpedo bombers are probably the bread and butter of this ship. Use them as much as possible. Try to drop on these poor isolated battleships, get flood. If they damage con, get another flood. That would be the best thing that you can able to do. Again, I dropped this NC, and now I'm possibly going to get with rockets, because, well, I don't have torpedo bombers right now. One torpedo hit, well, he possibly able to, you know, manage to dodge that, which I can understand. But now I will just go and showcase the AP rockets again. Unfortunately, I didn't able to manage a DD here in this game, like dropping AP rockets, which will clearly possibly going to show you that how much I can deal good against destroyers, but I didn't have any chance here. And again, this NC trying to angle, trying to, you know, drop on his saturated like superstructure, but, well, still get almost 5k damage, which is pretty okay result. It would be a better than if I get more damage, but hey, I don't mind. 174k damage, 4 kills, possibly looking for a Kraken, and dropping this poor NC. I do have 1 heal left, and I'm not sure if I can able to get my attack run towards that NC, but, well, again, I do, however, have heal. And, well, if he try to turn out, which he is doing right now, well, this will help me getting a kill. Let's see what happens. I think he's, yeah, basically, well, didn't have enough time to turn out. There was a risk. Yeah, the Russian battleship, I would say. I'm not sure how to pronunciate that. He killed the NC. 933 points. The game is almost over, but you can clearly see the strengths of Aquila, which is why it is a special ship in my opinion. Very interesting ship, and it's not easy to play without a doubt, but if you're able to master Aquila, oh boy, it does great results. Italian carrier, definitely. I won't recommend you if you're looking to buy this ship, because, well, it does have certain things that you have to understand first. So yeah, keep that in mind. And now I will finally get the Kraken. I remember I have gotten the Kraken by dropping this Kutuzov, because he will absolutely going to take several hits, and 7000 HP. Well, you can clearly see I just rocket him down to that. So yeah, Kraken Unleashed, great game, great results. Aquila is really good. At least at this tier, it does really perform well. Personal score: Kraken, high caliber, 181k damage, 29 torpedoes, 5 kills, 5 citadels on those poor cruisers. Team score: top in the team, almost 2k base XP. Detail report wise, did damage to mostly battleships and cruisers. And obviously that is it for the game. I hope you understand sort of the playstyle of Aquila. And if you like the video, please subscribe my channel. And if you haven't, comment, please leave a comment. I can absolutely upload some videos which you really want. Thank you guys for watching, and I will catch you into the next one. Peace out.